What is up, guys? Another episode of My Favorite Records. Tonight we have a great one, and I'm making this video as a tribute to Hank Von Hell from Turbonegro. Rest in peace. Let's look at this awesome gatefold. Check it out. So I got this record when I was in California at No Values Fest last year and at Doctor Strange Records, and there was this cool English guy in there, and he had a ton of records that he was going to sell at the shop, and I picked it out, and there was already a set price on here. I forgot what it was, but it was a pretty good price. This is, I think, 180 gram reissue. It's on I believe white vinyl, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I could get it for the price. So I went up to the counter, and the guy was a bit busy, so luckily I got it for the set price, and that was already on there. I didn't get upcharged, but he was a really cool guy and great store. But this record, you know me, I love Scandinavian rock and garage rock and punk, all of that. This record's awesome, because I play guitar, right? And Euroboy on guitar on this record just kills it. They like to say he's like, I've heard that he's like akin to Mick Ronson. He's got the wah-wah, he's got the Les Paul Custom, and I think that is so true. His leads are awesome. I mean, I love his lead on, where is it? Hold on, one song. Agent Pamparius, that's such a great song. You got nothing to lose, Pamparius. That's such a great song. Self-Destructive Bus, that was the song. I love that kind of harmonic minor bit, and then he goes into this just awesome, I think the song's in D. I mean, I don't remember if they're tuned in standard or E flat, but either way, minor pentatonic solo. I mean, that's just always, what you want to hear in a rock song, That's just so killer. I love it. Every time, even playing that song, it's got such a great riff. Get It On. Get It On is really cool because I always think of, T-Rex when I hear that, obviously Get It On. But what's cool about that riff in that song is, there's so many songs that have that same kind of riff, that da 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 da. Like Hanoi Rocks' Mental Beat has a riff like that. A certain Dictator song, I can't remember right now, has that song. And this song, Get It On, Turbonegro, that has that same similar kind of riff. And I always love songs that have that kind of riff, because although people like to say, oh, it's plagiarized, like Hanoi Rocks had it, and then Dictators and Hanoi Rocks. But look, in Western music theory, there's 12 notes. There's only so many that sound good together, unless you want to get into modes and start sounding crazy. Sometimes with rock, it's like Kiss, keep it simple, stupid, So I think that's also a great song. I love the little middle bit with the unison bends and the little trill, the second position E trill, And then he's like, what do you want? What do you want? I wanna get it on, get it on, get it on, yeah. Rock Against Ass. Funny title. I really dig that song. It's got like a different feel from the first three songs, on side A, in my opinion. It's got another great solo, but it's got this like straight ahead driving beat, and I like the chorus. Like, the chorus is very melodic. He's like, no, I don't want to worry. I don't know who sings it. I don't know does Hank sing that or Euroboy? I mean, it probably still is Hank, right? Or was Hank, but yeah. This record in general just has great riffs on it and great musicianship, and I think is definitely worth your time in listening to and getting into. I mean, I really fell in love with Scandinavian rock the last 4 to 5 years, basically, with Helicopters, Early Backyard Babies, and Turbonegro, Lucifer, of course. I'm not sure if they're Scandinavian, but a lot of people have recommended Nomads to me, Miles Away. Really cool band too. There was just something about that kind of revival era. I love Hives, of course. I had plans to see them. I've seen them before. It was at a festival, so it's not really the same, And then I had plans to see them, and then I got COVID. Sick or COVID. I think I tested positive, so, my family did. So, we didn't make it. But, they'll come around again, I'll cover one of their songs, just one of those another one of those fun time rock bands, you know. It's not too technical. It's just about having fun for them. And I appreciate that type of rock. You know, there's nothing wrong with technicality. I'll show you the back here. Hank, rest in peace. But at the same time as well, I think there's also something for just writing straight ahead rock songs, you know, that just have a kick-ass beat, kick-ass solo. You know, so many people are like, well, they're not reinventing the wheel. It's like, what wheel needs to be reinvented if it's already great? You know, I love bands like The Garden, you know, but I'm not going to go out and be like The Garden. You know, I could buy a reverb pedal or the Earthquake Devices Rainbow Machine pedal and use my Fender bass, but that's what Wyatt does. You know, I want to do my own thing. I need to be my own sound and person, and you need to create your own path, you know, blaze your own trail. That's how I always see it. But even if you know how to emulate this person, you know, that should bring you closer to maybe your own taste, even if you don't play music. I mean, sorry, I was referring that and to me meaning like me and how I play and things like that. But even if you just listen to music, you know, and you don't play an instrument, you know, hopefully that just brings you to being more of yourself, an individual. You know, you're not just copying someone for the sake of copying someone. But anyways, that aside, Turbonegro, Apocalypse Dudes. I didn't say that at first, but yeah, go check it out. I think this record is really worth your time. And rest in peace, Hank Von Hell. And listen to the guitar from Euroboy on this. Yeah, thanks.